Ago, Joe Biden won Virginia by 10 percentage points, but recent polls suggest the rematch between President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump is currently a toss-up in Virginia. Tomorrow night, Biden and Trump will meet in Atlanta for the first of two debates. First Lady Jill Biden will campaign in Virginia Beach on Thursday, and the former president will rally supporters in Chesapeake on Friday. WDBJ7 political analyst Bob Denton is not ready to declare that Virginia is a battleground state, but says there is growing agreement that the Commonwealth is in play.
And we can notice that Biden all of a sudden now is opening up more offices. We know that Trump has committed to also opening some offices in Virginia, spending money in Virginia, 3 to 5 rallies. So the campaign mentions it would be in Virginia. So certainly we are perhaps not a battleground, but we certainly are in play.
So what does that mean for the campaign ahead? Increased spending by the candidates and political action committees and more campaign ads.